And we are live. Hopefully, you guys can hear us. And this week, we're going to call in a situation where we don't have any technical issues at all. So, if you can add your intention to that, that would be lovely. Very good. My name is Steven. I'm the channeler, and Stephanie is busy doing other things at the moment, may join us later. And we are here for another questions from, actually, this is blessings from the dragon. So we need to change our little banner, don't we? This should be blessings from the dragon on Wednesday. And the dragon isn't quite live yet. Okay, go in. The dragon will be live soon. There we go. We're learning all these things. Very good. So if you can, okay, we're hearing that we've got good sound. Thank you very much. And okay, well, let's all chime in and see where we're from here today. And I see Queensland, Australia, Bournemouth, England. We have Groves, Texas. We have Chile in the house. Who else is in the house here? Berkeley, California. Tyrol, Austria. Österreich. Okay. Who else do we have in the house? We have Price, Utah. And we have Folsom, California. Who else do we have here today? We have Long Island, New York, Thailand, beautiful. Good evening, I get, or good morning. It's very early there. Who else do we have in the house? Okay, well, as those roll in, looks like we have 16 watching now, so it's an intimate group so far. Anyway, a few announcements. Beautiful to have you all here, and I really do. Do you guys feel it when we're tuning in from around the globe? Do you feel that coming online? Sometimes I feel it right before the live. Like I just feel it building, like the energy. It's beautiful, very beautiful. Okay, so a couple of announcements. The Dragon Energies Level 1 class is slowly filling up, or steadily filling up, really. I think we're above 10 now participants. And, it's nice to keep it small because it'll be, a little less chaotic that way. But we are not going to cap it off. So, and I don't think there'll be more than, between 10 and 20 in the class. Anyway, the suggested donation if you're live for the class is $88, and that's 4 weeks. It's going to be between 1 and 2 hours each class, depending on how long each module takes us. And there will be presentations, on-screen slides, and Jadon Se will come in and guide us through all of the different classes. And if you want to learn more about the classes themselves, there's a link below the video. If it isn't there now, I'll put it in a little later. And if you just can't join us on Sundays for that, or your time zone isn't right, there is still a recording. So if you can't join us live at all, we would suggest that instead of the 88 suggested donation, perhaps 44, and that gives you access to all the recordings and also the slides from the presentation. So you'll still get to review it in your moment of now. It just won't be as interactive that way for you if you can't join us live. That class will be closing, taking new participants on 11/1 at 11/11, so it will be full at that point. So that's coming up. So if you'd like to join us, please go ahead. If you want to join us, go to the website. It's jadonse.com, JADONSE.com, and there's a link to signing up for the classes there. And the Oracle deck is doing really well. Those of you who are testing the Android, thank you. We hope you're pulling cards every day. And not only do we want bug reports on those, we want to find out if you feel Jadon Se's guidance through the deck. That's really important. Anyone who has this app, and we've also made our first set of physical deck, basically using a color laser printer with a laminator, but they turn out really well. They feel like very strong, sturdy cards, and they printed beautifully, and they're very colorful. So we're playing with our physical deck here, and so far we can really feel Jadon Se come through. We ask a question, and Jadon Se will give an answer for what's going on, and so far they've been spot on for us. So Yeah, so if you wanted the iOS version, again, Apple has basically said they don't want any more quote unquote fortune telling apps because that category is saturated according to them. So it looks like our app will probably never be on the Apple Store. However, you can still get it on your phone if you go to our website, same website, jadonse.com. There's a link to it's basically we have to put you into our Apple developer system as a tester, and then you get the app for 90 days, and at the end of 90 days we can push a new version, maybe add some features, and get it for another 90 days, no extra cost or anything. So anyway, if you do buy the app through our website, you can still get it on your phone for iOS. That's it for announcements. This is Blessings from the Dragon session. So Jadon Se is going to give the entire group, he'll read the energetic and give the entire group a blessing. And we are very excited to be doing these lives. It's a lot of fun because you guys, we can feel you, and we can feel your support around the globe. And it's more than just about Jadon Se. He's here to help with the overall ascension, and thank you for being a part of that. We really do appreciate, even it doesn't matter how many people show up, it's that the right people show up. Very good. Okay, so it looks like we also have a few more check-ins. I think we stopped with Thailand, if I recall correctly. So we have Massachusetts, North Bend, Oregon, and Holland in the house. Beautiful. So we're still waiting to hear from Africa. They usually show up, and anyway, it'll be a nice little gathering today. We're at 27 people now, so welcome everybody. All right, without any further ado, we're going to go into, we'll go into a channel here and see what Jadon Se has to say. It's taking a little longer this morning. There you are. I am Jadon Se, Golden Dragon of the Third Arc of Consciousness, and this is another weekly Blessings from the Dragon Live. It is good to be here. We will hopefully have our dearest Stephanie at some point if she feels like she can join us. And of course, there is this little hound dog running around the premises, and he might make an appearance or two. We are so happy to have you with us on this Blessings from the Dragon Wednesday. There are so many changes in your world today, dear ones. Generally, this golden cosmic dragon does not wade into geopolitics or anything like this. However, today is a little different. There are so many energies. There is what we would call a confluence of energies at this time on your world, on this beautiful Gaia, in your 3, 4, and even 5D fields of this world. There are new alignments and realignments and rebalancing occurring. Yes, dear ones, it is no coincidence that your Andronov 3-eye Atlas is headed around the sun, and as it reaches the closest point sometime just before the end of this your October, beautiful changes will erupt from the very system of this star that you circle around. There will be blessings, let us say, from the sun, prodded and poked by the loving beings that are on your Andronov. And this has all been arranged very carefully for your greater good. You should smile and know that this is a great blessing for all of humanity. We will not speak much on this until we get closer to that time. But around your end of this month, beautiful things are changing. And meanwhile, Here on your Gaia, there is, let us say, a realignment of energies in preparation for that and other things. This rearrangement of energies has much to do with the relinquishing of the old, the falling away of the old controlling dark energies, let us say, mm, the death grip of the patriarchy, the grim lock of its grip on humanity has been slipping, and as it does, there are a few last clutches. The dark energies are clutching and clinging, and they are becoming quite desperate. And you are seeing now around your globe this last desperate attempt to control. It is, you're seeing the digital IDs popping up and banking changes that are attempting to control the freedoms of individuals on this world. It is blowing up in their faces, so to speak, and will continue to do so. The more they try to roll out these draconian measures, let us say, the more it just wakes everyone up to them and to what they are attempting in their shenanigans, so to speak. And this is a beautiful thing. It is occurring in real time on your Gaia right now. Entire nations waking up to the shenanigans, to the controlling dark forces that have been trying to desperately hang on in this new golden age of greater light and love and awareness coming into your world. And it is not long before they give up entirely. You are at the end of this cycle and the beginning of the new, and it is, let us say, a turbulent time. So long as you do not cow to these last attempts to control you, do not worry if they threaten to pull the plug on all of your bank accounts and all this. They have no control anymore. And the more they do this, the more a new type of currency will emerge that they have zero control over. It is beautiful. These changes are very beneficial, even though they can be frightening at times. The bullying is about to end. And just do not give in to the last desperate bullying that is coming and is happening in real time right now. It is a beautiful time for a blessing for this new golden age, for an end to these sort of control mechanisms, let us say. It is time for us to reaffirm and spread our blessings to those around us. Let us call this the blessing of freedom. Freedom from these sorts of controls and tyranny, turnkey tyranny, you might say, where they wish to just throw a switch and have everyone controlled, and you cut off your money if you don't obey. It is a little silly that they are so desperate in trying this, and the more they try, the more it is slipping through their fingers. It is like trying to more tightly grab onto a handful of sand. The more they grab, the more it just slips away. And this is a blessing here right now. Please, if you give your permission, I will read your energetics, and I will also give you a blessing, a deep blessing that will help you in turn forward this blessing onto those who give you permission to forward it on. And this is a blessing of freedom, of sovereignty, of standing in your own truth and light, of not being afraid of those quote unquote authorities that are trying to dominate. Stand up to the bullies of the world, and not in a violent way, in a loving way. Just smile at them. Your time is over. These shenanigans are ending. These little naughty episodes and hissy fits that you are throwing are very adorable, like a little 5-year-old having a meltdown. Go sit in the corner and think about it while we build this golden age. If this blessing is also a blessing that a new energetic is coming. This is a changing of the guard, you might say. There are loving beings who have been guiding this world for so many centuries and ages, you might say. And there is a changing of the guard that happens during these periods. And you have heard the astrologers speaking of this dawning age of Aquarius and the ending of this age of Pisces, and the age of Pisces being known very much so for your Yeshua, your Master Jesus, your beautiful Mary Magdalene and her beautiful feminine energies, and the guidance supported throughout this age of Pisces has been profound and deep. And now there is this beautiful changing of the guard, you might say. Many are saying that this is an age where the violet flame, the Johann of the violet ray, so to speak, your Master Saint Germain and his Lady Portia are ascending to be the, let's say, guiding force of this age. It is a beautiful metaphor. Either accept that if it resonates with you, or fill in the blanks with what does for you. Just know that there is a great shift and underway, and it is happening right now under our feet. And this right now is a blessing from this golden cosmic dragon, a beautiful blessing of light from the cosmos coming in and let us say filtering in through the dragon lines. It is as if the whole cosmos for a time is glowing a little brighter, and that glowing energy is coming and surrounding the earth like this beautiful sphere of light and love. And it is a golden sparkly light of the divine. And it is entering through your entire planetary system right now, this blessing. And this blessing carries the codes of divine right, divine sovereignty, standing in truth, standing in light, being fully free, fully sovereign, your own authentic being, free from the bullying and controlling interests of the world, free from, let us say, obstruction, or let us also say, awakened from the deceptions, not falling for them anymore. So many blessings coming through this divine light right now. And you, as dragon keepers, dragon energy workers, you, dear ones, have the ability to tap into these energies at will, especially on your dragon nodes or points along the dragon lines, in places with dragon energies, in moments where you are connected with the dragons. You have the ability to gather some of this light up and let us say, distribute it to others around you. Those who need most to hear the messages. You are a divine being. You are a creative being. You create your own, you co-create this world, and you co-create your own life, and step into the world you wish to step into. You have this divine ability. If there's any way that you can carry this energetic to those who need it, this is a great service to humanity. So let us pay these blessings forward, soak in them, bask in them, feel this light, this energy, this radiance from the divine, saying you are a child of the divine. You are highly creative, and you have the creativity of the divine pouring through your beingness. You are bringing such beauty to the world, such light, and you are free. You are truly free. It is hard to see sometimes from where you stand, but you have never not been free. It is just simply an illusion of separation from that greater beingness that you are. You have agreed to it to some extent, so it is okay. And those around you have similarly agreed to a sense of separation, of being small, playing these tiny little roles on this tiny little world, in this grand cosmos. Dear ones, there is nothing tiny about the role of Gaia. There is nothing tiny about your beingness. You are so loved and important to the cosmos. Mm, Feel this blessing. It is now complete. And you may notice a little extra light dancing around your own beingness for the next several days. Look in the mirror. You may even see your own aura, a little bit of glow around you. Mm, this is just more of your own divine nature shining through you. It is not given to you by a golden dragon. It is simply me reminding you of what you truly already are. And hopefully your eyes are opening a little bit and you're awakening to this. This is your blessing for the day. So be the real you. This is also the message of the day. Just walk in your own truth. Your own beingness is so worthy of this lifetime. You make more of a difference than you could possibly know, even if you are just alone somewhere in a cabin or not in much contact with humans. Your presence on this world is important. And as those of the rest of humanity come in contact with your field, so to speak. They may be just driving by outside a few blocks away. It is important that you are putting these energies out into the world, this positivity, this light, this radiance, for even those just passing by in the distance are basking in it in some way. It is not important for you to know how much of a difference it makes. Just know that it does. And the final message for this Blessing Wednesday right now, before we get into sort of a back and forth with all of you, is that what is occurring on this world is happening with perfect divine timing. Do not be afraid of any of the turbulence that you experience. Do not cower in fear of these banksters and ruffians and people trying to push you and herd you into these cages and just smile at them. It is very much like a little 5-year-old having a TT and trying to throw things around the kitchen and smash the cookie jar, whatever it is. It is childish and in some ways adorable. These little evil banksters running around like they are in Halloween costumes saying, "Oh, moo-ha-ha, I'm an evil bankster and I'm going to control the world." This is not who they are, dear ones. They are playing this role. Every being is a radiant being of the divine. No matter how much darkness is swirling around them, it is a role, dear ones. And they will grow up. They will come out of it. They will snap out of it, so to speak. A little time out from time to time is necessary. The main message is that all is happening with divine timing. Everything that is unfolding on your world right now has a deeper purpose and is for the greater good along the arc of history. You will see this golden age is now at this time inevitable from where you stand. From this moment of now that you stand upon, there is no turning back. It is coming. And your golden age will be so grand. You, dear ones, will have an explosion of creativity. Like any renaissance, this is what happens. As soon as the oppression is lifted from everyone's shoulders, what else do they have to do but to be wildly creative, to play, to explore, to adventure, to live, dear ones? This will be a grand time for you. This in itself is blessing enough. Very good. At this time, the channel will open his eyes and read questions to the dragon or thoughts or requests for blessing. Whatever it is that those gathered wish to speak about now, please put it in uppercase so that we can see the ones that are of interest. And now we will look and see. We are seeing from Home Drawn Hello, Jadon. You mentioned dropping one's expectation is needed to manifest directly, meeting our personal dragon. I had in the past made a drawing of my dragon. Should I drop that as well? Thank you. Dear ones, a drawing is not an expectation. A drawing is a connection. Any story, whether it is told visually, by words, by mouth, verbally, etc., is a connection. So if you are telling a visual story by making a drawing, that is a direct connection with your dragon. On this, your YouTube channel, you will see a drawing of Jadon Se, the very dragon who is speaking, drawn by the channel whose voice you are hearing. And this was his first deep connection with my energies. He brought it through more clearly by putting this drawing down on paper. And dear ones, this drawing does carry my energies. We now have used this laser engraver to put it on cutting boards for the kitchen and little wood trinkets and boxes and coasters and things. And wherever that sits, if you tune into that little drawing on that is etched on in the wood, there is a feeling that will come through. Yes, dear ones, you are feeling me. Any image can do this. It is simply a gateway into the energetic of that which is in the image. It is beautiful that you have done this, and no, do not drop this drawing of yours. This is a deep connection. This is one of the ways you can call in your dragon, and your dragon can come to you. The dragon can come to you in a drawing or in the clouds. It can come to you as you're driving down the road and you see an animal, but it seems like it has a certain dragon energy to it. Some house cats look a little more like dragons than house cats, and they will come to you and you'll feel it. And there are so many ways your dragon can come to you. Just feel into it, dear one, and you will know your dragon is coming to you. It is not always obvious. That's why it is so deeply personal. The way you feel that dragon's presence becomes in itself a conversation with your dragon and guidance, dear one. The dragon will teach you how to feel a little more sensitively, let us say. The dragon will teach you how to use these feelings, these awarenesses for new things. The dragon is here to uplift you and guide you and help you and be your friend. And it is beautiful that you are doing this. I hope this helps. And let us see. Are there any other questions that are coming? I see from Carlos M. Where the dinosaur bones are that are in the museums today, were they actually dragons? The term dinosaur came about just a few hundred years ago, and yet dragon myths have existed for thousands and thousands of years. Dear one, there are indeed some dragon energies in your dinosaur remains, and they are not the true dragons, however. They are, let us say, echoes of dragon energies. For you do not need to necessarily find dragon fossils to know that there are dragons. There are indeed real dragon fossils. These are winged dragon beings, and you will see them from time to time, and they do get suppressed, and they do not get showcased in your museums. When they are found, they are usually buried away in some drawer, and they are called out-of-place anomalies, for your science doesn't have a genus or a species or an evolutionary path that they can fit that puzzle piece into, and so they just label them out-of-place anomalies, and they get, let us say, just put away in a drawer, or sometimes actively destroyed. There are definitely 3D and 4D fossils and physical, let us say, evidence of dragons. And, dear ones, dragons exist in all dimensions, and therefore the preponderance of dragon energies will not be in the physical. Most of your dragon energies are not very easy to behold from the 3D, let us say. There are instances where full-blown physical dragons the size of many of the movies that you have seen dragons depicted in, like the size of a small house flying around. There are stories from your Old West of dragons circling around trains that were moving through the desert, and people coming out on the train and shooting at the dragon, and things like this. These are real stories, or are in many cases based upon real stories, and it is not so important, dear one, to prove the existence of physical dragons, so to speak. Just know that they are real. And this is why they are in every culture, to your point. It is very important to understand that there have always been those who tune into deeper things and work with deeper energies, and those who do these things often have very common visions. Those who work with plant medicines oftentimes have very similar visions and messages from your Gaia through the plant medicines. Those who have mystical visions, who have tapped into different states of consciousness, often have very similar visions. And they are global in nature because they are universal in nature. Dragons are, you might say, one of the original archetypes of creation. This is why this dragon is on the third arc of consciousness. Arcs of consciousness are very much tied to archetypes, and you might say is essences of beingness. It is difficult with the language available to describe this. Those of you who are aware of angels in the angelic realms are aware of different, let us say, hierarchies or levels of angels. Let us not call them hierarchies. This is not a military command structure. It is like your Archangel Michael is an archangel, for he is he, she, because archangels are not he or she. There is not sufficient language to say. They are so pure that they have not even bifurcated into genders. They only appear this way for people. Angels will always appear. Any divine being will appear in the form that is most easy for someone to take in, and it is for their consciousness to take in. So if they appear as feminine or masculine, it is because the person working with them at that moment somehow feels more comfortable that way. Anyway, we digress into a discussion about archetypes and beings. You have said quite aptly that you have sensed dragon energies in dinosaurs. Yes, dear one, the dinosaurs were a product of one of the many experiments on this your Gaia. If you think of her as a living being, and also at the same time as a sort of terrarium where beautiful beings can be cultivated and looked after and nurtured, etc. And whole situations, gardens are created by loving beings, and sometimes the beings are what you might not consider to be quite as loving, your Draco reptilians. And these reptilian beings, some of them are quite benevolent and peaceful and good. Many of them are very aggressive and patriarchal and oppressive, and these Draco reptilians did team up with some spacefaring dragon types, more of the 3 and 4 and 5D dragons, and there was a sort of collaborative experiment at one point where the dinosaurs were created here and encouraged to develop here, let us say. We will not use the word evolution, for it is so impersonal and implied that chaos is what drives it. No, dear ones, this is more like gardening and breeding and tending to grafting plants one upon the other, things like this, where the gardener is lovingly curating a collection of beautiful flowers somewhere. These Draco reptilians brought these dinosaur beings here to develop them and develop a world of dinosaurs. And yes, dragons were involved in this, dear one. And you will see that whenever someone creates a being, there is often a little bit of their own self that they put into it. And so you have these house cats here that were a gift from Lyra, these cat-like beings who are very wise and ancient, the original humans, you might even say, humanoids. And these cats do not seem like they are full-blown priests and warriors and sages and all this. They seem like they are just very little simple animals. And it is like this many times when one of the star beings, one of the beautiful spirits of this cosmos come with a project in mind. They put a little of themselves into it, so to speak. So you will see a little of the dragon energies in the dinosaurs. I hope that helps. Let us see. What else do we have for a question here? Will forgive us if we skip around, for this chat continues to grow and change as we are speaking. So we are seeing now. Not sure if this is an appropriate platform to ask. This is University of Lisle. Not sure if this is an appropriate platform to ask, but say if I choose not to comply to sales tax requirements and deadlines surrounding one's identity and location, would it be foolish to ignore? Dear one, you always have a choice, all of you, to stand in your own light, your own truth, your own power, your own sovereignty. When it is expected of you something from an authority figure or from what you consider to be the greater society, the rules of the house, so to speak, it is always your choice, whether or not you are going to comply, let us say, whether you're not you are going to play by those rules, or whether or not you are going to introduce a set of rules that makes the old rules obsolete. There are so many different ways you can respond to these commands to comply and obey, and it really depends on whether or not you are in agreement with the request. It is not for you to obey and comply. It is for you to decide whether or not you agree. And if you agree, then you are co-creating with those beings a new set of rules, or what have you, house rules for this world that you wish to dwell in. And if you agree to these things, then you are co-creating it. We know that you are all wise enough not to agree to give away your basic freedoms, give away your power, so to speak, so that, oh, mommy, daddy, can I have money so I can buy something? I do not wish that you want your government or your authorities to be your mommy and daddy telling you what you can and can't do. So I doubt that any of you would agree to such rules that make them your mommy and your daddy. I think that you would agree to rules that are respectful and have a common goal in mind, and have at their core truth and transparency, authenticity, integrity, etc. If these commands to obey these rules are lacking integrity, lacking truthfulness, they're deceptive, or they are in some way taking away your basic freedoms, I know that most of you will not agree to this. I hope this helps. Now let us see. Rachel Geiger says, in prior lifetimes we were punished for our sovereignty. Is this lifetime different? Dearest one, in many, many lifetimes, in densities, in dark places, standing up, speaking truth to power has been lethal and fatal, and even worth it and worthwhile. There are every single one of you today, and I can say this without exception, has died for speaking truth to power. And dear ones, yes, your sovereignty cannot be taken away. It can be, your throat can be cut. You can be executed in public. You can be burned at the stake. Yes, they can temporarily take away your body, dismiss you from this realm for a time, for even maybe just a moment. And this does not take away your sovereignty. It is simply, if you think of today's video games, and the character perishes on some level and then they go back to a spawning point somewhere and they start over. It is not exactly like this, but it is as lighthearted as that. On the other side of the veil, there is a point at which those will gather and say, oh, you made a good run at that one, and go back in and try again because you almost got that, or wait a minute, you died, but look, they're all changing down there because you spoke truth to power and woke up thousands with your death. Look at that. Good. That was a good death. Very good work. Now get back in there and do something new down there. It can be very much like this, dear one. It is, they can never take away your sovereignty unless you give it to them. This is the key. If you agree to give up your power, then you are giving your power away. They are not taking it from you. You are agreeing to give it up. And you always have the power to call it back to you. Right now, if you wish, let us do a blessing. Let us do a calling back. Together, those of you who wish to do this, please let us say together, I call back my power. Anytime I have ever given away my power to another inappropriately, because I was either deceived or tricked or bullied or felt threatened, etc. For any reason I gave up my power inappropriately, I call that power back to me right now. I call back my power. And I stand in my power, and I am in my power. Dear ones, this will cause a great shift in your life if you do this with deep feeling and meaning, if you really mean it. It is like, maybe some of you have seen, there is this movie, beautiful story called The Iron Giant, where this giant robot gets blown to pieces, and all of its pieces have their own little way of finding their way back to the greater robot, and it reassembles itself in time. It is like that. Any power that you have given away wants to return to you. It knows its way home, and it is only maybe stuck in a barrel somewhere and needs to shake its way free, or is just got so far away from you it takes a little time to return. When you call it back strongly with feeling, all of your power wakes up and hears that call, and immediately, as quickly as it can, returns to you, and your life changes, dear one, every time you do this. This is beautiful. You do not need to worry about being martyred in this lifetime. It is not the same energy now. Those who used to have such dominion, let us say, over the story of this world, have lost that ability. There is new light. There is new protection. You are supported and protected by beings that are more powerful than these that are trying to manipulate you. And you have your own beautiful divine ability and sovereignty. And it is not possible to take it away from you unless you agree to give it away. I hope this helps. Let us go on. Let us see. Leslie Lightquesta. Hi, have you any information about the rainbow serpent waking up in the land down under? Dear one, the rainbow serpent is such a beautiful story, and it is such a true story for so many. There are indigenous stories of the rainbow serpent in more places than just your down under Australia. For this is an ancient Lemurian legend. And yes, dear ones, Australia has many records of Lemuria. Your Uluru is, let us say, a repository, a time capsule, if you will, of great knowledge, great understanding. And there is a reason why it is a feminine energy in your Uluru, and only special males are allowed mm, to access those energies. For this serpent energy, this rainbow serpent energy, spanning back to the times of Lemuria, carries great blessings. And as these blessings awaken, as the legend goes, the rainbow serpent is awakening. And when you say awakening, this is a metaphor for the rainbow serpent in all of us. For we carry those energies. What does the rainbow signify? Mm, Think and feel into that one. When you see a rainbow, a spectrum of beautiful colors, each one unique to itself, and yet the spectrum, all taken as a whole, is white light. Is that not so beautiful? We are all seemingly individual, separate beings, each of us with our unique gifts and abilities and experiences, and also we are one. We are one white golden light of beingness. And this rainbow is so instructive to that. And the more you feel into it, the more you can explore both the realms of individual experience and the realms of unity all at once. And it is so magical and beautiful. And this rainbow serpent, if you will, a serpent, a rainbow that moves, a rainbow that sees, a rainbow that awakens, let us say, and is noticed on the land. It is so deep. This legend, this story, and these stories, for there are rainbow serpents and feathered serpents, and so many called dragon serpents, and there is no reason why you need to necessarily say any one story is more instructive than another, and yet at the same time each has their own gifts. Let us just say there is an awakening on this your Gaia, and all of these old legends and stories that are symbolic of that great awakening are coming to fruition. You might have called them prophecies. These are energetic recipes, let us say, for there is no such thing as a linear prophecy. It is more reading of energies to come, and these energies are awakening, dear ones. This awareness of unity within individuality. It is such a beautiful tapestry of knowledge that comes along with diving into a rainbow, and even deeper into a rainbow serpent awakening upon the land. Feel into this, dear ones. Do not listen to some teacher to interpret these stories for you. Just let this golden dragon be a signpost pointing towards so much depth and so much understanding that can be gleaned from diving into that legend. Please do this, dear ones. Solve these puzzles for yourselves. Do not let someone else grab the pieces out of your hand and put the puzzle together. It's not as fun when that happens. Very good. Let us see. This is from Morrigan Love. It's question for Jadon Se. What color blue do all dragons create? What color blue do all dragons create? Dear one, this is a very interesting riddle of a question, and this name Morrigan is reminiscent of a riddler from your Arthurian legend. There is a little bit of a trickery in this question, for there is not just one color blue that all dragons create. And you can also say that there is a color of blue that all dragons create. Let us answer a riddle with a riddle. Why does the Morrigan ask about blue when she knows the answer? There's your answer. We are moving on from this riddle. And is there another question here? Let us go into a comment here from Coolba. It is interesting the current admin in the USA has been promoting the golden age, and now the Oval Office has literally become a golden Oval Office. Very symbolic. Yes, this is very interesting, Coolba, that you are picking up on the echoes of the energetics. This is what we are talking about. When blessings come through into the morphogenetic field of humanity, through the dragon lines, through all the various crystalline grids of this your Gaia, through the pyramids themselves and megalithic structures, through the stars and the star rivers, when these energetics come into the human field of experience. It is so technical to call it the morphogenetic field. It is very scientific sounding. This is because those who like to speak of it usually are very analytical people. When we just say the human field, this is enough. The golden age is in the human field, and it is coming out all over. You are finding gold showing up in so many different places. You are finding memes and artistic creations with beings of shining gold, and so much is coming to light right now, for it is very prominent in the human field. There is a thirst, a desire, a deep hunger for the golden age, for golden experiences, for golden years, for what does gold symbolize? Incorruptibility. Gold cannot be corrupted. It will always melt back into pure gold. So this is the deep symbology of gold and incorruptibility. This is what is on so many minds and hearts right now, striving for the corruption to fall away from humanity, for this rampant corruption that we see in so many different places and fabrics of society, interwoven into the very strands of society, this corruption. Well, you melt it all, and the gold that comes out is incorruptible and was never in danger of being corrupted, even if it was woven into the fabric alongside the strands that are corrupted. It is beautiful that it is so easy to recover gold from this state. And this is what is symbolic and coming out in so many places in society. This desire to drop all of these corruptive influences. Very good. Are there more questions? Put them in all uppercase, or not necessarily questions. Is there a desire for a blessing, or to be released from some energy that you have been struggling with? Or are there any healings that are requested here? We do not make diagnoses. We are not medical professionals. However, dragon healing is very real. And if you are in pain or wish to be healed of something, this would be an appropriate time to request a healing. You will be amazed at some of the results that can come from a dragon healing. Very good. Let us see what's in the field of potentials for the digital currency XRP. Will it become part of the new quantum financial system sometime in the near future? Dear one, externalizing your abundance is something that is programmed into many from the times before. I need to invest in this thing at the right time to get rich. I need to be on this train when it leaves the station for abundance, etc. You do not necessarily need that train, that XRP cryptocurrency technical blockchain thing that is tied to gold. It is a beautiful stepping stone, dear ones, into abundance. And it can be of use at this time as there is a great transition away from, let us call it, legacy currency models into newer currency models. XRP can be one of the components, one of the stepping stones of this. It in and of itself is not a source of abundance, dear one. Simply gathering up a bunch of XRP and waiting for it to explode in price is, when you do this and you practice this energetic, you are externalizing your financial abundance. You are still looking for some external thing or event to occur, waiting around for this thing to explode in value and price. And as you sit there waiting around, how much power do you have, dear one? You have locked up your money in this XRP and you're just sitting there. For you, someone has promised it's going to explode in value. And look at what you are doing there. You are still externalizing your abundance. A much better thing to do than buying up XRP, dear one, is to have deep gratitude for the things that are wonderful in your life. And as you really feel into and tap into the source of that gratitude, what is the gratitude behind the gratitude, so to speak, then you will actually find and tap in to the true source of abundance. And it is not external. It can be mirrored in the external. It originates from within, dear ones. So play with your cryptocurrencies if you must, but do not look to them to be your source of abundance. I hope this helps. People are saying they would like a healing. Let us be specific. What needs to be healed? Energetic healing for physical is requested. Can we please be specific? What needs to be healed? Say, I have a terrible pain in my back, or whatever it is. I request a healing for that, for the part before my thumb, which is numb. There we are. There is a very specific healing. Dear one, let all of us, any of you who has this sort of specific healing that you wish, you do not need to state it in the chat anymore. Let us do this together. Let us say, there is one part of my beingness that I wish to heal. And this does not need to be a body part. It can be a condition, any sort of condition you feel you are in, physically or emotionally. It can be a healing of a relationship that feels fractured and damaged. It can be a healing of even your finances, if this is what you wish to focus on at this time. Just think of something that is out of balance, whether it is an energetic or a physical feeling in your body. Any pain is an imbalance, dear one. It is something where there is energy that can be equalized, so to speak, for the pain to go away. And we all know that the force that equalizes the best and rebalances the best is the force of purest, divine, beautiful love. Dear ones, love will balance all. Love will remove all negativity, all darkness. Beautiful love, indeed. So at this time, focus on that which you wish to be rebalanced or have balance restored to, that which seems to be out of balance in your world, in your life, in your beingness. And at this time, great waves of love are coming through a cosmic golden dragon. And this is a deep healing blessing of divine love coming through a dragon, through the cosmos, through the star rivers, from your sun, from the central sun of your galaxy, from the central suns everywhere around, through your local star, and through all the star rivers flowing into your life, into your Gaia, into your body, into your beingness. There is love coming that sees this blockage, that understands it, and understands the reason for it, and can flow to whatever is appropriate for this rebalancing to occur. Always, 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 when there is a healing, it is done as appropriate. For some healings are not ready in divine timing to happen for deeper reasons, and some of them are not meant to be healed in this way at this time. However, a great many of your issues that you are bringing up and focusing on right now can greatly benefit from this influx of divine love. It is coming as if there is a glittering, shimmering, golden shower of pure love coming through all of existence to where it is needed and where it is most appropriate for your request. Dear ones, feel this. And there is let us just say there is an amplification of this love coming through right now. Und ich Geist einando ukule hastia tika ala Geist aktakash. Dear ones, take a deep breath. It is important for you to know that these healings are possible only for those who are ready to be healed. They have to not only give permission for this and request it, they have to be ready to be healed. Some cling on to their old wounds, especially those who have somehow managed to weave the idea of this wound into their very identity. If you feel like I am a wounded being, I am this basket case or this whatever it is, you have taken this into your very identity. And so therefore, the process will be a little different to remove this. It is not from the external that it is removed. It is from your own choice. If you made a choice for this to be part of your identity, I am a cripple. I have always been a cripple. My left leg has never worked properly. It is the wrong length, or there's a bone problem, or there's some sort of... If you have taken this so far as to say, I am a cripple, this is who I am. I am a person with a broken body. Dear ones, no healer can break this. The healer can only hold up a mirror and say, you made that choice to become that identity, to weave this into your story so deeply that you are saying, I am a cripple. You have the same ability to choose, I am healed and whole. You have that ability, and only you have that ability. So, this blessing, this healing, is a great influx of love that is going to the places where you direct it, where you have identified an imbalance, and where you are ready to rebalance and be whole and be well. This is a deep wisdom about healing for all, including all dragons. I even need to hear this myself oftentimes, that we all are the healers of ourselves. There is no greater healer than your own self, with a capital S. Open up to this, and you open up to wellness. I hope this helps. Very good. Let us, hopefully those of you, if any of you feel relief from pain or feel like something shifted, please chime in. Let us know if there was an improvement in anything with that. It is beautiful. It helps us to see how this really works, and how it is just you that are intending health at this time and wellness. Very good. Let us see. We are looking for another thing here that we can move on from. Neighbor has a question. Can we please get a harmonization of this 2012 convergence that is culminating now as the prophecies of these three calendars converge as appropriate? Thank you. Dear one, whether you know it or not, you just called that in. When you intended that question and posted it, you have already set in motion. Indeed, it was already in the field for you, and now is being offered up to those who can hear this voice to harmonize the 2012 convergence. Yes, to let it culminate all of the prophecies, as you say. This is an appropriate moment of now. You have brought this to our attention, and those who wish it, for them it is so. And so it is. Very good. Rachel Geiger, I am radiant, I am vibrant, I am joyful, I am abundant, I am grateful. Beautiful. Those energies are working on you and for you. Very good. We are getting thanks. Indeed. Indeed it is so. Very beautiful. Something lifted for Hadar. Very good. Yes, I felt a shift at University of Lisle. Very good. Do you see? This is you healing you, calling in the greater light. The light is always willing to come. You do not need Jadon Se to call it in for you. I am pleased to do this with and for you anytime you wish. However, it is you who heals you. When you are ready to be well, call in that light yourself. Just call it greater divine God if you want, or greater being, or Buddhas, or Bodhisattvas, or the Tao, whatever it is natural to you. Speak to your highest good, your highest self. Call in that light, and you become the healer. And yes, dear ones, heal yourselves completely, and then turn that light to others. Offer it up to others. Make sure that you never call yourself a healer, for it is just simply that you are holding a mirror up, an encouragement, and reminding those around you that they can call in the light. Very good. And let us see. Sato is saying, I have a sense of having blue flaming dragon sitting in my aura, my guide. It's like my light body. Dear Sato, it is your own dragon qualities that you have carried into this lifetime and so many other lifetimes. It is your own beautiful dragon qualities revealing themselves in your aura. Your personal dragon can, if you allow it, play with your aura. However, this is you, Sato. You are a dragon, and you are just starting to wake up to this fact. It is beautiful. We have Deborah Neubert saying, yes, could feel the beautiful waves. Very good. All of us, we are creative beings of the divine. And as creative beings of the divine, we can create health. We can create fullness. Even what conventional 3D humans call youthing, which is sort of a misperception. You are not turning back the time to a time when you were younger, for that would be just rewinding. And if you wish to rewind, you could simply rewind the clocks and go back to that experience. This is deja vu in so many ways. You can call up an experience again and again and again if you wish. So if you wish a teenage body, then you go back to your teenage years, but then you have all of your teenage problems and all of your teenage hormone imbalances, and you get the picture. It is not worth rewinding the clock. So this is not youthing. This is becoming ageless. This is claiming your prime. Yes, dear ones, I manifest my prime condition in this body. It is a now speech. Do not turn the clocks around and say, I'm youthing, or I am getting rid of aging, or anything that has to do with time. This is, if you can unbundle your prime condition from time, then and only then can you claim your prime form. You will learn to become ageless. And this is because you just appear the way you wish to appear. If you are speaking things like an old wise grandmother, so to speak, you can take on attributes of a wise grandmother form if you wish. If you wish to express yourself in youthful joy and laughter and do cartwheels upon the lawn, you simply express yourself in a physically fit form that is in its prime, so to speak, doing cartwheels around the lawn. And this is not a going back or going forward in time, or aging or youthing, or these are, let us unbundle this concept. Time does not deteriorate your body. It is your belief that your body deteriorates that deteriorates your body. That is a little food for thought, is it not? Leslie Lightquesta, thank you. I am healed, strong, and shining. Beautiful. Very good. Home drawn. I pulled the ageless card yesterday. Thank you. Very glad that you are using the Oracle deck. I do speak to you all through this Oracle deck. Are there any here with the Oracle deck that have felt me coming through that deck? Please say so. We are doing so much to intend that this deck is a channel to me, a direct channel that you can have in your pocket. You do not need this, your Stephen in his voice, to contact me. Use your Oracle decks, use your imagination, your inner vision, your connection with Jadon Se is enough. Very good. Let us see. Is anyone on this live using the deck and feeling that? Please chime in. Very good. Well, there is enough time now for one more. Yes, I feel you, Jadon from Home Drawn. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Margit Schussler says, yes, I feel your energy. Very good. Very good. And do you, Margit, use this Oracle deck for this? Please let us know. And if so, let us know if you feel one of the cards that you pulled that was meaningful to you. Very good. I very much look forward to this class, working with Dragon Energies Level 1. I have been working with your channeler, Stephen, to put together various things for your attention, to help in your journey of understanding, working with Dragon Energies. We are going to be doing magical things. Yes, dear ones, even timeline jumping experiments in your own lives. It is going to be grand. You are going to have such an awakening from the things that you play with as a result of this class. So I'm very much looking forward to this. And dear ones, do not let money be the burden. If you cannot afford the $88 suggested donation, just chip in what you can, or even just say, I can't afford it, but I really wish to join this class. We are not excluding anyone, dear ones. Very good. And there will be links and whatnot, these breadcrumb breadcrumb trail, things that you can click, tap, that you can follow from the bottom of these messages, and you can get the sign up that way. Very good. Mm. Sarah says, yes, I feel your energy from the card. Very good. Yes, I use the Oracle deck, says Margit. And Rachel says, I would enjoy the class, though it is during this live stream is jumping around on me. Let me see if I can find this again. It sort of vanished on me. We get the picture. Please join us if you can. And there is a recording, and the slides that are presented for this class are available to those. Even if you cannot join us live, you can access the class and at your moment of now, whenever that is appropriate for you. Goti Duong says, I've had the beautiful opportunity to connect with you through the Oracle deck. This is beautiful. Very good. And Rachel Geiger says, I would enjoy the class, though it is during my working hours. So Rachel, yes, dear one, please sign up for the class, and we will send you a link, and you can get the recordings and the presentations, access to that. We do ask that each of you, when you sign up, we feel into this as to whether or not your energy is ready for this class. And so far, everyone who has received a confirmation that they are in the class or an email has been approved. We will be continuing to go through these. It is just simply to make sure that this class, the energies that are given, are used for good and used as appropriate for you and for those who you are connected with. Very good. May I still join the Oracle test for Android? Yes, dear Leslie, please send an email to customercare@jadonse.com, and they will add you to the Android test. We like the testing for it. It helps us to understand if this deck is being enjoyed and used as intended. And it also helps with those at the Google Play Store place to understand that people are using the deck and it isn't crashing and bugging out and all that, whatever apps do that is not beneficial. And so far it has had no crashes and no major bugs, so this is very good. Haydar says, I want to join Dragon classes, but I am in another country. Payment is a bit hard and difficult for me. Dearest Haydar, just send a message to customercare@jadonse.com, and we will get you into that class no matter what. Very good. Goti says, I even pulled a golden breath blessing. Beautiful. That is a very powerful blessing, dear one. Have you felt that blessing in your life? That is the question. These are only just cards if they are just little play toys. But if they actually do something for you, this is what is intended to shift energies for the better for you. Very good. Are there any more questions before we finish this for the day? University of Lisle. Very good. Just send that same message. Any of you who are having difficulty getting into the class, send us a message. We will make sure you get in. This is not about money. This is about those who can benefit most from these understandings being included. That is what it is about. Very good. Is there any last question before we go for the afternoon? Well, while we are waiting on a possible question, let us once again call out where you are in the world right now. Feel this as you call this out. Where are you? What city? What country? What continent? Whatever you wish to chime in, bring us your energy. And as those of you who do this feel into all of you plugging in right now, plugging in from Berkeley, California, Groves, Texas. Very good. from Bournemouth, England, from Long Island, New York, Utah, USA, Bew Zealand. Really? It's Bew now? It's not new anymore? What does Bew mean? Holland, Florida, London, England. Where else are you from? Bring it in. Very good. Canada, Anatolia, Turkey. Where are you today? Thailand. Beautiful. Where else on this beautiful shining globe are you right now? Hmm. It is so beautiful to feel all of your energies. There are 36 of you. Northern Illinois, USA. Western North Carolina, New Zealand, Wellington. Beautiful. Is it Wellington or Wallington? Are we having spelling issues over there? Johannesburg, Africa. Houston, Texas. Cape Town, South Africa. This is beautiful. Do you feel this whole world humming? Canada. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very well. There was New Hampshire. Let us see. There was something that went scrolling up in this crazy live stream. Do you have tips on how to develop telepathy with plants, pets, plants, and elementals? There is one very simple tip to develop telepathy with any being. Love. Love the being. Love it for what it is. If you are looking at a plant, say it is a house plant in your house, sit down with it. Really look at it. Really take in that plant. All of its energy. Any of the energies that you can perceive dancing around the plant. The qualities of the light passing through the plant. Really see it. Really feel into its beingness and love it. I love you. I see you, plant. And touch it if you wish. And really deeply connect with it, with your heart, with your inner beingness. And as you establish this very deep heart connection to this being, this plant, oftentimes you can find a stillness by just loving a being that will carry in it whispers of information, a type of telepathy. It could be something you actually hear, or it could be something you catch a glimpse of, a fleeting glimpse, or it can be a knowingness. It can be something that is coming from that connection with that being. This, dear ones, is how you develop telepathy, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. All of these clair abilities are coming through love, through connection, a deep connection. The deeper the connection, the more information will come back and forth, so to speak. It is not simply information. It is feeling. You're feeling the beingness of that you are connecting with. Very good. Folsom, California, Pennsylvania, Vietnam. Very good. Queensland, that I believe that is Australia, the Great Dividing Range, Queensland, beautiful. This is enough for now. Please join us again on Saturday for questions from the dragon. We will address as many questions as you have. We hope you are enjoying the playbacks on these as well. Dear ones, please share these. We do not care how many clicks or visitors we have. We simply wish this information and these understandings to go where they are needed most. So if you feel it is appropriate to share any of this with others, if you feel that they might appreciate it on some level or gain something from it, please share these, the lives and the videos. You can push the little icons for the thumbs up, likes, and whatever, subscribe, whatever these things are. Just try to bring others in if you feel this is of benefit to them. We are offering this as a service to the ascension, and let us just intend that the ascension is accelerated by these understandings and sharings and gatherings. Very good. Thank you very much for being here. It matters that you are here doing this sort of work. Do it with other meditation groups. Do it in the grocery store. Reach out to others. Smile upon others. Help those around you be uplifted in some way, for that is a true dragon. We all have wings because we are the least depicted with wings because we uplift. Do this and you are a dragon, dear ones. Goodbye for now.